on. Like, you would never seen the Floyd Mayweather Conor fight if Lorenzo was there.
Why do you say that?
He would have never let that happen. He really wasn't into that stuff. He really wasn't, man.
Oh, you're crazy.
I don't think
he didn't like spectacle.
No.
But why would you pass on that thing? I wanted to see that. Didn't you want to see that?
Hell yeah, I wanted to see it. But Lorenzo, I think, looked at the bigger picture, because I think now that we look back on Floyd and Conor and then where the UFC's at now, I don't know if it's the best decision.
It's a great decision. I think it was an amazing decision. First of all, it's an amazing decision for the overall evolution of combat sports. It's incredibly important. No chance. It's incredibly important to realize that a real specialist like Floyd Mayweather will run circles around someone who does not have the same amount of time and knowledge. Like, Conor has great punching power. He's got great speed. But as far as his like boxing acumen, to compare the two of them, the greatest of all time, arguably.
No way. Yeah.
It's not even close.
And please caveat that with the fact that Floyd Mayweather didn't even fight him the way he fights other guys. If he had wanted not to be touched, he could have done that.
Yeah,
too.
I disagree with that.
Walked towards him, made him work hard.
But I don't think it was.
Wore him out.
I disagree with that. And that's great, and those are great points. But I think if you look at the lay of the land now, Lorenzo wouldn't have done it, because now you have two divisions held up. You have Conor with all this power. We have no idea whether he's going to fight. He didn't ever have to fight again. So you miss out on Conor. If you want to sell the TV deals, you can't guarantee Conor's going to fight. That's why Lorenzo wouldn't have done it.
I agree with Brendan on that.
And I think there's a thing there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Also, now we're in the era of the money fight, where everyone wants the money fight. Right. Rankings don't matter. Divisions don't matter. Yeah. Titles don't matter. So we've lost all that kind of the fundamental that we've laid out.
No.
Of title shots and all that.
I disagree.
Now everyone wants the famous fight. Woodley wants the famous fight.
They all do want the famous fight, because there's the money in that. But hold on a second. We haven't lost all the rankings. We just lost the rankings sometimes. Sometimes they don't matter.
When do they matter?
Listen, a lot of it is because the $4 billion price tag of that company. That's a big part of it.
Well, a lot of it's because the fighters aren't making money.
But also because the people that own the company now are an entertainment business. They're like, where's the money? The money's in these big spectacle things. That's where the money is. We're here to make some money. Yeah. We're here to put on great fights. Like, you can't tell me that fucking Detroit card wasn't one of the wildest fight cards you've ever seen in your life. They're putting on great fucking fights. They're putting on great cards. And on top of that, they're also having chaos. They're having Conor McGregor box Floyd Mayweather. But I think for the evolution of combat sports, that fight is important.
See, I don't think it lended itself to the evolution of combat sports, in that there were such different sports. So that I think everybody knew that ultimately.
Yeah, but you need to see it. You need to see it.
Like Tony, Randy Couture.
Yeah,
well, the James Tony, Randy Couture fight is not fair, because James Tony half-assed that. He barely trained. He didn't train any grappling. We saw him doing his training with some karate guy.
But Ali did this stuff too, didn't he?
But he did with Inoki. Here's the thing. What James Tony did was try to just go in there and get paid. He got taken down with a low ankle pick. He got just completely smushed by Randy Couture.
It was a half-ass attempt. I agree.
He's
out of shape.
He's
way
over
past
his prime. Floyd Mayweather's in his fucking prime. Even though he's 40, he's still so good.
Not his prime.
But you can't say he's lost a step. You can't say he's lost a step. You look at him against Manny Pacquiao.
You tell me a 26-year-old Floyd Mayweather eats that upcut Conor landed on him?
If he fought that way. It's dependent on if he tried to just walk towards him like he had nothing.
Which he did. He stood in his grill.
Conor cracked him with that one shot, and I think Floyd was like, "Oh, okay, you can hit me."
He's like, "We got to get going."
Yeah. Well, let me just start ramping this bitch up to 9.
Yeah. Listen,
cooking you a little bit.
I love the Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor stuff more than anyone. I love it because Conor got paid. I'm saying Lorenzo, from a business aspect, is going, if we give all this guy the fucking power now, the ball's in his court, man. That's not what we're about.
But here's my thoughts.
And now everyone else is following suit.
You get a superstar. The only way you get a Sugar Ray Leonard, a Muhammad Ali, the cult of personality that comes around those people, they do have all the power. There's no getting around that.
Do.
You can't stop that as a promotional organization. You have to somehow or another ride with the wave and make some sort of cohesive agreement.
They also have to be challenged.
You got to make some sort of agreement with that person. That's the only way you get a Mike Tyson.
They made it with Brock Lesnar. They made it with Ronda Rousey. The only other two superstars.
Right.
But they didn't last. They didn't last because what keeps a champion relevant and in the lore is the guy who keeps answering the call, and Conor did that in 2 different weight classes. I mean, he beat the impossible to beat Jose Aldo, and then
people are going to argue that because he hasn't defended a belt.
Right, and what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. That's why I agree with your point about the evolution of the combat sport. What it's done now is put so much power in his hands. He's got $100 million, whatever he has,
which I love,
and me too, because I like the guy. But at the same time, like you're not going to see him. You're not going to see him fight these monsters like Tony.
No, bullshit.
You're going to see him fight. You're going to see him fight Tony this year.
Yeah?
Wait. Why would you say that? First of all, I don't like anybody saying this guy's not going to do this or he's not going to do that because we really don't know. But why wouldn't he fight Tony Ferguson if he wants to fight again?
I haven't seen him even training. I don't know.
He's training.
He's training nonstop. Do you follow him on Instagram?
Oh, Brian.
No.
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
But is he going to fight Tony Ferguson?
Well, he hasn't come to my house. He hasn't been training in Santa Monica.
Well, that's the problem.
Where are you going to see him train?
What I'm saying is, has he even mentioned fighting Tony Ferguson?
Yes. If you pay attention, he goes, my next fight.
Back and forth.
TMZ goes, hey, are you going to box Pacquiao? He goes, no, my next fight is mixed martial arts. I'm going to fight inside that octagon.
Yeah, he said my next fight is going to be a real fight.
Yeah.
No boxing.
He's going to fight Tony Ferguson. That Tony Ferguson fight, when I look at it more and more, I watch footage, I think it's not that bad of a matchup for Conor. I used to be like, God, it's a tough fight. But I think especially early rounds 1 through 3, with Conor's accuracy and the way Tony gets hit, it's a good fight for Conor. Except when it goes past the 3rd round, it could get nasty.
Yeah. 2 parts of the problem. One, Tony finishes motherfuckers off his back. He is nasty off his back.
If he gets taken down?
Yeah, if he gets taken down.
He doesn't
but
get
I'm
tired.
saying if he gets hit. If he gets hit like Nate Diaz does and goes down, like Conor is not, it's not like 100% that he's going to beat him up and ground and pound him. Tony, if he gets dropped, will wrap you up like a fucking mummy and submit you.
So will
can
Nate,
do
though,
that.
and Conor doesn't entertain that.
Maybe Nate. Yeah,
you know
Nate
what I'm saying?
Can.
Like he doesn't have to
Nate
play that
certainly
game.
Can.
The difference is if Tony goes, you know what? I know you're fast and powerful in these first 3 rounds. I'm a collegiate wrestler. Fuck this noise. I'm just going to ankle pick you all fucking day. And then 3rd, 4th, 5th, I'm going to start striking with you.
But Conor could catch him long before that.
Yeah.
Conor has
a good fight.
Ridiculous speed.
Tony doesn't get tired. I haven't seen him get tired.
It's a big difference.
He's tired. He doesn't show it because he's a fucking serial killer.
I think he gets less tired than the other guy.
I promise you he gets tired, Brian.
But less tired. Everybody gets tired.
No, it's just here for him.
But it is. But he also is ridiculous conditioning. You know, Eddie Bravo is his fucking jiu-jitsu trainer. And Eddie said he's never seen anything like this guy.
Yeah.
He said the guy trains for 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
He said he's in Big Bear. He's running hills, literally lapping his training partners.
Yeah.
He'll turn around and go back and run up again. They're not even up to the top of the hill yet.
That is such an advantage in a 5-round fight. I mean, such an advantage in a 3-round fight. I mean, his ability to just not, like, when you're less tired than the other guy, oh my God.
All his camps are at Big Bear. He goes, he rents a house. He builds his own fucking training facility. He sets up his own heavy bags. He mats up floors. He takes a fucking room. He's got like a living room of a house. He sets down the borders, brings in the mats, and they start training. He finds hills, runs those fucking hills at 6,000 feet altitude. God, he's an animal.
Conor at 55 is no punk, man.
He's not.
No punk. Ask Eddie Alvarez. Who look at Eddie. He's a fucking
Nobody
monster.
says he's a punk. Man.
No, I'm just saying. Like at first, I was like, God, this kind of a scary fight for Conor. Then when I look at him, like, you know, he does get hit. Ferguson gets hit, man.
Yes.
The problem child is Khabib. Khabib, it's almost a round table because Khabib versus Tony, hell of a fight. Khabib versus Conor, God, that's a tough fight for Conor. But they can eliminate each other. It's whoever shows up that night. It's a fucking good fight, man.
Yeah,
dude. If
Khabib takes your legs down,
we're gonna know all about Khabib this weekend when he fights Edson Barboza. We're gonna see him with arguably the fastest striker in the 155-pound division.
Who doesn't give a fuck about going to the ground. He's like, no, we're not going to the ground. I'm not even entertaining that.
Yeah.
Where other guys will play that game,
right?
Anti-wrestling will kick you in the fucking face.
Right. But how do you keep him from taking you to the ground when he
clinches? You kick him in the face.
When he gets in the clinch.
You avoid the clinch.